Can you beat Tower Defense Simulator with only jaculating towers? We're going to be doing Abandoned City. So we have every single jaculating tower that is currently in the game. So that includes military base, mercenary base, Kirk boss, and we also brought DJs for support. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to be placing some military bases. So any tower that spawns things from the back. Alright, so we got a couple of Humvees coming out right now. We also got a Cybertruck. Somewhere around here I saw a Kirk boss. I guess the person might have sold it. So I guess the Cybertruck right here will get that. And let's place down more Cybertrucks. Alright, so here's where the real fun starts. We're going to be placing some Crook bosses. So I'm going to place mine right here for later because I'm going to be putting some mercenary bases around here. This is a pretty cool Crook boss skin right here. I really like that skin. I can't wait to see what it looks like once the tower comes out. It kind of reminds me of Electroshocker a little bit. You know, from like 2020. Yeah, so the reason why we chose Abandoned Cities is because I think this is the best map for jaculating towers. Because let's say that there's some enemies right here and the jaculating towers spawn right here. And if they shoot them and they get to walk over here. You'll be able to get them here. I'll show you what I mean later. Once we get a lot more jaculating towers in. It's already starting to look pretty satisfying. So I was really obsessed with the military base back in 2019 when it was like first added, or at least when I first saw it, because I joined like in August of 2019, and I just really wanted the military base. And instead I found the Enforcer Tower back from 2019 as well, and it also spawned in these cool new units called SWAT vans. I wish they still had the Enforcer, otherwise Enforcer would be in this video, of course. I wonder when we'll get Elf Camp and Necromancers in, but so far we will get every single tower for sure. I'll eventually place some mercenary bases. Oh yeah, this is what we're talking about. This is what I really like right here with the Crook bosses. Alright, so now I'm going to place a DJ right here, and green track. Yeah, as you can see right here, this is what I was talking about, where they just spawn in right here, and then once they get right here, and they'll start walking over here, and they'll be able to have a second chance. This is what I really like about what I call the jaculating towers. Not to be confused with unit towers. As you can see, we don't have engineer or biologist here with us. It's only the towers that spawn in from the back and start walking in the path. So that's what I mean by jaculating compared to unit towers, in case you were wondering what the difference was. And so right here, this is also what I meant about second chance, where they just start shooting from this side, and they'll be able to eventually come over here. Alright, and now we got our little ecosystem with our DJ. And I think I'll start upgrading some military bases. Alright, so now here we're going to be getting our first mercenary base. I'm going to place it right here just so they'll start. Okay, yeah, we do get the cost buff. And it looks like we're getting our first elf camps here as well. So here are our snowball elves. And it looks like they all spawn in from the back instead of like mercenary base. And I'm going to place our second mercenary base right here. Oh yeah, this is insane right here. I really like this. However, there are a ton of enemies coming out. So hopefully our jaculating towers will be good enough. Alright, so the reason why this video got inspired was because of the PvP beta, and my strat was basically just to have a bunch of golden Crook bosses spawn in, and all those Crook bosses did a really good job. They just also stacked like that. And I'm also noticing on this map, they kind of stack here a little bit too, as you can kind of see right here. And I just decided, why not with all the towers that spawn in? Yeah, just look at all of these units coming in, helping to save the day. If only we got like the citizen units or maybe the molten monster, that would be pretty interesting to see. Who knows, I might spawn molten monster if we start losing, but I'm only thinking about that, not 100% sure about that yet. Alright, so let's get some more Crook bosses in. So if I were to do that, this upgrade gives us another path. So it's going to spawn in another 2 Crook bosses every 40 seconds, I believe it is. But damn, firepower is really good here right now. Now we are able to beat Molten mode with only 2 people, so why not do Fallen mode with 4 people? I think this came up with an interesting video, and it looks like we're doing pretty good so far. Hopefully it continues that way. Alright, so now I got all 5 of my military bases. So right now I only have it set to the gunners, all of them. But I think I'll get some tanks here in a little bit. There's something so satisfying about all these units from the jaculating towers spawning in. I don't know. I just hope that everything just becomes really OP in a little bit. I don't know if some of them can breathe or not, because they're just like all stacking on top of each other. This is just pretty satisfying, and I don't know how to explain this. I just hope we win this, because this is a pretty fun strat to do. Yeah, with Field Medic right here, it doesn't only protect the mercenary base towers. As you can see right here, it's like protecting some pistol goons right here, and I'm pretty sure earlier you might be seeing the video that it protects some towers, like the military base. I don't know why a car would need that. TDS logic right there. But I also feel bad for all the drivers inside the car. Like, don't they just all die once they get hit by an enemy? Like, that's just TDS logic right there. Do they just respawn somewhere? Like, what's happening to all the people driving? There's no way that many people are actually volunteering to just kill themselves like that. Alright, we're doing pretty good. This is actually very fun. I think this is the most fun in TDS I've ever had. Alright, so let's do that, and then that. So now we have field medics. And it looks like we now got some gunners from the commander. Pretty cool right there. I could basically just airdrop some towers wherever I want now. Okay, this is what we're talking about right here. We got a lot of units just standing right here. This is just so satisfying. I can't explain how satisfying this is. You just gotta play this yourself. This is very fun and just very cool to see. It's not even lagging the game. Now just imagine if we did this back in 2021 where the military base issue would occur. That wouldn't be really fun to do. And I just realized that I did not have all my crook bosses placed. Now we have even more crook bosses coming in. Now obviously crook bosses are not good this late in the game, but it's still pretty cool to just have them spawn in like that. There's like always something spawning in back here. It's pretty cool to see. And then especially when they just stack right here, like when the crook bosses and even the gunners or the mercenary base units come in, they just stack and just stop and just start shooting the enemies. It's just really cool to see that right here. Alright, so we got it all clear. Now I'm just going to do this. So now we have the final boss for fallen mode. And I don't know why this isn't working. Oh, that's why. I don't have enough cash for the airdrop ability. And now let's just see us beat the game like this. This is honestly still very fun to see. And let's hope for the best. Alright, so I think we're going to win here because the Fallen King just goes very slow. And even if it does use the ability where it just kills a lot of the units that's in range of it, it's more just going to spawn anyway. It's just so cool to see. And I'm going to airdrop right here. I need more money, please. Okay, the TDS gods have granted us some more money. And now let's get this Fallen King defeated. And we're going to win. We're winning. Yeah, even if it does kill a lot of the units, we're still going to win. And it looks like we won. And yeah, it's just very satisfying to see. Just look at all these towers. I'm just going to stop right here once the round is over. And yeah, there they go. Now this is the most towers that we'll just be having, and now they're all just getting wasted here. I just really like how this came out to be. Now obviously this is not the most optimal strategy in TDS. This is just one of the most satisfying strategies in TDS, just having all these jaculating towers. Now this is honestly the most fun I've ever had in TDS. I really like this strategy. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!